I am 100. 95 is like that's my cutoff. A fucking 90? I'm averaging a 90? That's ghetto. I can't. I'm just aggravated all around. I need A pluses in all my classes. I need a 4.0 this semester, or else I'm just not satisfied.
Do you think that you're holding the teachers more accountable because you're a teacher and you know firsthand what they need, what they should be doing?
No. The other professor, no, not really. Like, it's just, it is what it is. How do I disgust you?
You disgust me.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm sitting here just like, get the fuck out.
Why?
I've been averaging 70s my whole life. And she's like, I don't do 90s. Like, who the fuck 90. Are you?
I'm brilliant and I do what I'm supposed to do. And if you tell me something is due, it's going to get done.
You disgust me.
Listen, y'all take y'all little mediocre grades wherever y'all want to take them to. I ain't do that. I don't do that. I don't do it. I'm too old. I'm fucking 30 plus years old. Where am I going with a 70? Like, that's just irresponsible. Anything less than an A at this age is irresponsible.
It's passing.
I'm actually proud of you, because you went through a lot of shit to get to this point, and I understand the need to want to kick its ass. Bacon has a soundboard. That shit just annoyed the fuck out of me.
You don't wanted him to have the shit.
I gotta get used to that. Yeah.
Is this just juice or is there liquor in here? This is juice for you. I don't drink juice.
You said you don't want to fucking drink.
I said I wasn't sure yet, but I didn't want a cup of juice. Well, like,
he can
what am I, a toddler?
He can still tap that with some shit.
Yeah, like throw something in there. Grown ass blood.
That's what's like being in a relationship, bro.
Right.
Just that right there. Y'all all just witnessed what it's like being in a relationship.
I asked for a cup of juice. Like,
you listen to her?
What the
right.
fuck?
You do exactly what she said. And then she looks at you.
I didn't. No.
What, a drink for yourself? Not for me?
I didn't ask for shit. My whole thing is, you asked me if I wanted a drink, and I was like, I need a minute. Like, I don't know if I want one right now because I'm going to fall asleep. So when he gave it to me, I tasted it, but I was going to put it down.
Gives you a cold drink.
But don't give me a cup of juice. I'm not Parker. Like, add something to that bitch.
I'm Parker, though.
That's better. You see me, I was drinking. I'm like, is it me? Like, this nigga just gave me juice.
Now, bum. This is a weird time because we have a call-in very soon.
Who calling?
Election day's next week.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys don't want to hear this shit.
I'm sorry.
But I do have a sense of social responsibility about me. And I feel like none of us really know what the fuck is going on. I feel like people are just going to open up their ballots and go, Democrat. You
can't do that this time.
Oh, why not?
Because right now, the way that it's going is you get to choose, I think, your top 5 candidates. You have to number them. Yeah. So it's not going to be just Democrat. You have to put like one, like if you're doing like Eric Adams, one Eric Adams. Let's say your second choice is Andrew Yang. Then you put a 2.
For Eric Adams?
No.
So why'd you put him as 1?
Because that's the first name that popped in my head because I just saw something.
That's the problem.
Because Eric Adams is I literally just finished watching and reading something about him
money in his account
and
in his campaign.
No, that's not what I read. What I read was that the New York City Police Commission, like the
Police Benevolent Society,
the union, the police union is backing Andrew Yang and not Eric Adams, which is bonkers to me. Like, not even like I'm not voting for either one of them. I think Andrew Yang is a fucking idiot and he's not a real New Yorker. And then Eric Adams, he gives me Giuliani vibes, like tough on crime. Like it's too much for me. Like, he does too much. But for him to be an ex-cop and an ex-New York City captain of NYPD and the union is backing Andrew Yang, that's fucked up to me. Yeah, like, that's kind of wild. Yeah. Like, I literally just read that on the way over here. That's why their names were just readily available in my head. Like, that just...
So who are you voting for? Or should I not ask that?
Here's the thing. I'm technically not a New Yorker anymore. So I don't know if I'm going to vote at all.
That's a lie.
Yo, vote for us. Come on, man.
That's a lie. It's
not a
fucking lie. Oh my God.
How's that not a lie?
You have not moved. Have you changed your ID to
I'm
wherever you're
moving
going?
in 2 weeks.
This shit is next week. Oh my God.
I'm moving in 2 weeks, so I haven't decided if I was voting.
So dramatic.
I am no longer a New Yorker.
Draining. I'm moving. I'm not a New Yorker anymore.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear something funny?
Me.
Do you want to hear something funny though? Do you guys want to hear something funny? Guess what the name of my block is?
Hancock.
It is.
No way.
I swear to
I was
God.
going to say the same thing.
I swear to God.
Wow.
Why are we all like we're all in sync and shit?
And why is that the only thing that made you smile today?
Huh? I just think I just like the fact that we're all in sync like that.
I mean, that's kind of fire.
He's a Gemini. I'm dating a Gemini. You're dating a Gemini. Now we're all gonna live on the same name block. I just thought that was cute. You can go to fucking hell. My bad. I'll keep my shit to myself next time. Fuck y'all New Yorkers. I'm off this bitch. Nah, I mean. Perfecto.
No, but why is this shit still shooting?
Just in case you was alive.
How did you make that shit work like that?
He held it, huh?
No, you only hit it once.
Oh.
And the shit was shot twice.
I changed the setting.
Oh, you did? So it's a repeat setting?
Before.
Can I see your phone, Tron?
So who's calling in?
I hope it's not Andrew Yang.
Is this somebody that's running for city council?
No.
Mayor?
So my aunt is a councilwoman.
Mm.
Her husband actually is running.
Mm.
And what I was trying to do was build a panel with different people going to attack certain issues to see, right? But I didn't understand this election. I didn't understand what council women do, or city council, or comptrollers in the district assembly, or whatever. All of these things I didn't understand. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize that there's fucking 36 or 17 different districts for one thing. And then it's like, there's no way I can get everybody on there. It wouldn't have been fair. And I find it very funny or interesting that, say, presidents, you get all of that shit. You get all of the candidates. You'll see everything about it, right? Mm-hmm. But these people, you kind of don't hear about nothing. Unless it's the lower guys that put the little things on your doorknob or send out the mailers like, hey, I'm around. I want to get voted, elected. So I called my aunt and I was like, what is a comptroller? What is a city council person? What is a district assembly? What do they do? Like what? And she explained a lot of shit to me. And I said, I think we need to talk. I'd like to hear you, especially being a person that's in office, explain those things. And she said, you want Charles to come on? And I was like, no.
I love your godfather, by the way. I say this every time you mention his name.
I said, I love him, but I don't want it to make it seem as if I'm trying to push an agenda on my followers.
Yeah.
I have to be socially responsible. I have to understand that if I do that, then I should be making an avenue for everybody.
Right.
I'm not running for his campaign. Right. I don't know if there's somebody else, if there's a black woman there that he has more power than, because his wife is in office and she, I don't want to step on nobody. I don't know what to do with that. And I explained that to her and she was like, and I think that you're making the right decision. I think you should step back and, do a across the board thing just about voting and then let people find out and do their own voting on their own when they find out what these people do. But unfortunately, this nigga took the mushrooms before he worked out.
That's your friend.
No, not him.
Stupid. Makes sense.
Whose
Bacon's
thing is
good at
that?
this. I don't know. Somebody's up on the screen.
Yeah, somebody there.
That's interesting and fun. So she can't call in for another 15 minutes. What the hell are we going to talk about?
Would you like a list of the candidates?
So
No.
I actually had a brief forum with nonprofit that I'm a part of, the Brownstoners, right? And so we had a forum. We had the city council candidates and we had the judges that are running. Not everybody could make it. There was like 5 people running for city council in our neighborhood. Only 3 of them could make it. But it was dope. Got to ask them some questions. It was on Zoom.
No invite?
I mean, it was a Brownstoners meeting. You're not really remember.
Brownstone.
Yeah, all right. Well, honestly, I'm gonna talk to you about that on the side. Like, your energy would be dope for the Brownstoners.
They didn't think so for the Zoom though. Yo, Trump be like, yo, this nigga is.
But it was dope because I got a chance to ask them direct questions, and I wish I could ask all candidates the same question. I got one question for every candidate, for every office, no matter how high or low.
Do you believe in reparations?
What's your thoughts on reparations? Because the answer to that, if they really answer it, tells me a lot about where your head is. And
So did you ask it?
Absolutely.
Every
Community does this. They ask the candidates, what are you going to do specifically for me and my community and our interests? Black people with the most needs, we don't demand nothing of the people running. You know what I mean? Even if it's black people on the ticket, we still need to hold them accountable because there's a lot of black people that's just playing it safe. 9 out of 10 times they're playing it safe. They're playing a political game. So if they're running for city council, I also like to ask, like, what are your political goals? Do you want to run for borough president? Do you want to run for mayor one day? Because that tells me a lot. That means you're probably not going to buck the system. You're probably just going to do enough to get by, and you're going to represent everybody. So I asked the question, and the dude, all lives mattered me. You know what I mean?
Did he? What did he say?
And this is somebody I was going to vote for because he's the candidate that I knew, and I've worked with him closely. He actually brought me into the Economic Development Committee meeting for the community.
I know he was tight, like this nigga.
I'm like,
hold the line.
Don't let a nigga with dreads ask you any question that you did not know was going to happen beforehand.
I was like, what are you specifically going to do to bridge the wealth gap for black families, for black people in the community? What are you going to do as far as building wealth and specifically for black people? Talking about developments, because all these buildings are being developed and it's not us developing. What are you going to do? He came to me with all of these, these programs that are giving out grants and this, that, and the third. But everything that he mentioned is available for everybody. You know what I mean? And I was mad that it wasn't like an exchange. Like, I couldn't come back and reply to him. It wasn't a debate. It wasn't a debate.
It was a question and answer.
I had to just hear his answer and just leave it.
That's why you said my energy would have been good, because I would have debated. They'd be like, no, you can't. I would be like, I just want to know why you think that's a good thing for the black community if it's available to everybody else.
Right.
Sir.
So
it's pertinent.
It's pertinent.
The person that came on after him,
y'all know I'm good at cutting somebody off,
was a black woman, and she wasn't as experienced. I didn't know her. I don't really know what her political experience is, so I can't say what her track record is. But her energy, though,
what's her name?
She came in.
You don't know her name.
He don't remember shit.
Crazy.
Honestly,
that's crazy.
I know her name when I see it on the ballot. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to vote for her because I got to do more research, but I was impressed by her. I know who I'm not voting for. You know what I mean?
Who is that?
I'm not going to say his name, should I?
Okay.
Nah, I ain't going to say his name.
What, you talking about for mayor?
No, it's for city council
okay.
in this area. Because I ain't going to front. Like, he's a cool dude. He's actually done some good things for the neighborhood. But I just don't like that response. There's a lot of politicians that are on that all lives matter shit. There's not a lot of black politicians that's really fucking with us.
Tell me,
but you also have to realize, I think that the flip side of that is you have to realize because of gentrification, there are a lot of others in the community now.
Exactly.
And they can't completely eliminate them. This is just from a political standpoint. Like, I cannot completely eliminate them because those are the ones that are going to vote.
And you know what's
those
funny?
Are the ones that are going to be beaten down the polls. Those are the ones that have the early ballots and things of that nature. A lot of people from the hood, from Marcy, Tompkins, like a lot of them are not going. They're going to walk past like, oh shit, is it election today?
I phrased my question and I acknowledged that. I was like, the first thing I said, I was like, this is a tough question because I know you have to represent the entire district. You know what I mean? But what are you specifically going to do for black folks, in
especially
this community.
this district right now. A lot of the white people and others are homeowners, not a lot of the black people. So you have to, which means that a lot of people can be evicted at the end of all of this COVID and all of this emergency rent relief and da-da-da-da. If people don't have the money to pay their rent, they're the fuck out of here. But the homeowners are going to be, you own a home here. You're 30 years locked in versus a 2-year lease. Like, who is your base and who are you really trying to connect with?
Yep. So I believe in local reparations. Reparations start at every level. Anywhere where there's a budget, there needs to be reparations considered. It doesn't stop at Joe Biden. Like, on any local level, city council is important, yo. They get a huge budget. Like, I remember one point I went to a community board meeting, they talking about they had $1 million and they was figuring out what to how to spend it. And I guess they kind of surveyed the community and they ended up putting that money into a dog park, right? Who you think voted on that, right? The white folks, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like your representation, like on a city council and a local level, really matters where that money going. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what I wanted to talk about with my aunt. I wanted her to be able to explain to all of us exactly what checking off these marks, or your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what it does for your community specifically. Like, this is a bigger election than the president for me.
Yeah, it is.
This is the one that says there's a bus lane on Nostrand Avenue and I can't get down Fulton Street. I can't get past Fulton Street anymore, like, without 3 or 4 lights, because it's just backed up because it's a fucking free ass bus lane. There's some fucking idiot put there. There's a fucking election that says there's a goddamn bike lane everywhere in fucking New York. Yeah, I like bikes now, kinda, but not that much. Not that fucking much. I know. You drove here on a bike, and I was like, you're one of them motherfuckers. Do you
except
signal?
for when I'm driving.
Do you signal?
Nah,
So you just be doing whatever, and I got to figure it out in my car.
I just do whatever.
I hate you lower class motherfuckers, man.
No, when I'm driving,
All
I
you
hate
walking
bikers.
and biking ass lower class motherfuckers. I paid a lot of money for this car. Why do I have to give you the right of way? You broke motherfucker. You wait. I'm going faster than you, and I got more money than you. My car costs a lot of money. You fucking walking ass nigga. You stand there on the sidewalk until these cars get past. What? You fucking bike? Don't be yelling at me. I have a horn. Fucking, your mouth is your horn. Shut up! Don't you? Fine.
Talking shit.
I don't care. I'm just saying. I don't know why you walking motherfuckers get the right of way. Why you bike people get the right of way.
I hate fucking bikers.
Yeah.
I don't even drive and I hate them.
They be cursing you out and then
They
pedal
don't
off and
they
shit.
don't give a fuck. Like, they don't care.
I used to be that way until I started riding a bike, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's why you could get killed out here.
So
riding
what
a
the
fucking
fuck are
bike.
you out there for? It's not that serious.
What you mean? Why I can't ride a bike without getting killed?
Just don't.
Niggas be
have
double parked in the bike lane, and niggas be opening their
So where
door
the fuck
without
is
looking
niggas supposed to double park at?
on the other side of the street.
Because now, but what if what I'm double parked for is on this side of the street? So because of your little funky ass bike lane, I have to move?
I drive more than I bike, so I'm conflicted. You know what I mean? I get it. When I'm driving, I hate biking.
Pick a side, Tron.
I
Pick a
can't.
side.
I'm a Gemini. I'm both.
Sick. It's very
Oh shit. Here we go again.
fucking sick.
You and your fucking
sick.
bike. I hate it. But I have a scooter. I don't get mad at cars when they almost hit me. I'm like, I deserve that.
Don't you ride the scooter in the bike lane?
I ride this shit everywhere. So it's like, yo, if you almost hit me, that was my fault. That was my fault. My bad. My bad. I say my bad.
Do you wear a helmet?
No. You wear a helmet?
No, I'm asking because I knew your answer. So I'm like, if somebody hit you, you're probably gonna die.
Damn.
I mean, hate to
I
say
feel
like
like
that,
I'm too
but
real to die.
Huh?
I'm too real.
You too real to die?
Yeah, that was ignorant. But I'm ignorant. So it's...
No, because God protects children and fools. So you're absolutely
I'm gonna
right.
be all right. I'm gonna be all right.
You're gonna be fucking
Right.
perfectly
I have a feeling
fine.
I'm gonna be here for a long time. Because God really has never... I've always said that. God's really never let nothing happen to me. It's because I'm entertainment? Like, what do you think? It's because I'm a fucking... I'm a
Children
court jester?
and fools.
That's
two of
fine.
them.
That's fine.
oh shit.
Well, It is time to call my aunt. I have a story to tell. I wanted to tell it beforehand because it's pretty interesting. It's interesting. I'm not gonna put it on Patreon this time. I thought about it, but it's gonna be an interesting fucking story. So if you're gonna go fast forward, turn it like I want to hear this fucking aunt because you don't care about what's happening in your community or this,
or
this
maybe you're not
election
from this community
or whatever. But is it just election day in New York?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think it's important for people to know what happens on a lower level throughout the city or throughout the country.
Yeah, wherever you live, there's always local elections. Like,
You know what I'm saying? So
that you
these
may
things
not be
matter
aware.
in
Yeah.
your town too. And most likely, you're not getting mailers. Or you're not paying attention to them shits. Do you pay attention to your mailers?
Not really.
Do you know who you're voting for already across the board?
I don't, but I do know certain names because of the mailers. Like, because of the mailers, I knew that Combat Jack's son was running.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, shit, that's dope.
And he's actually running in the 36th district.
Yeah,
and
same district.
I just, I don't like the fact. I want to speak about this tomorrow. And I want to know why certain things are the way that they are. Because I truly don't understand them.
So I do want to say, rest in peace to Combat Jack. If you don't know who he is like the original podcaster and paved the way for all of us. And a dope dude.
I hope that doesn't cause too much feedback.
I don't hear anything.
Okay. I don't have headphones on anymore. Well, these are... All right. Nah, these will work. I never took them out. Hello? Hi, guys. I'm here.
It's not good.
This is kind of a low energy show. I have been rushing to get all of these things out to you guys. I should be not talking about that before I talk about this with my aunt, right? All right, I'll talk about it later. Let's see if she's going to pick up. It is 5:29. Here we go. Oh, wait, the thing isn't plugged in anymore. Hello. Hi, how are you? Bacon, this isn't working, you piece of shit. Hi, Aunt Inez. Give me 1 second. I'm having a small technical issue because my headphone thing isn't working. Okay. Bacon, I hate you.
Why is that Bacon's fault?
Because he's supposed to make sure that this works. And now I'm on the phone with a councilwoman and it doesn't work. No. I hear nothing.
She didn't say anything.
Hi, Inez.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm all right. You're here on the So Shameless podcast.
Hello, Mrs. Barron.
Hello.
Now, I don't know if you can hear my co-hosts. What are you guys? Co-host, partners? What are y'all?
Co-host.
Associates?
I'm your friend.
All right, friend. Well, does that play in this atmosphere?
It does.
This is my aunt. She is the mother of my cousin Jelani. I love her and I love him. She's
And godmommy.
and your godmother. She's my godmother as well. I told you that.
Yes, we know.
snap.
I think I've told them that several times.
You have.
Okay.
So why do I call you Aunt Inez if you're my godmom? Like, what's the?
I guess Aunt Trump's godmother, maybe.
Does it?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
In the black
Can't
community,
change it.
yes.
You can't give it away. You can't give it back. But I guess godmother, you can't either.
Can we, Bacon? Can you help me figure out how to turn this up so that people can actually hear her, so I'm not just talking to her by myself? Because this sucks, and I'm
I
blaming
can
you.
hear her very well.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you hear my co-host on Inez?
I can hear them in the back. I can hear you perfectly, but I can hear what they're saying. Yep.
Okay.
Now, you and I had a conversation regarding this election, and we tried to figure out how I could do a panel. I told you all about a panel that I wanted to do, and then you explained to me how many districts there were
Right.
in the city council?
Right. In the city's divided up for legislative purposes into 51 districts. So you belong in any one of the 51 districts. They're numbered consecutively. And I represent the 42nd Councilmatic District, which is parts of East New York, parts of Canarsie, parts of Brownsville, parts of East Flatbush, and all of Storage City. So the lines don't concisely conform to what an area is. There are overlaps and there are parts of other districts, but each of them is composed to be representative of about 155,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many people are employed by the city?
No, that's who, I mean, in each of the districts. So each of the 51 districts has got constituents living in them, about 158,000. So the people that I represent, there are about 155,000 of them that are calling me their council member and expecting me to respond to issues that they bring to me.
Now, what is it that they bring to you? What type of issues do they actually bring that you handle?
Landlord tenant issues, issues with their schools, particularly if their children are in charter schools, issues with accessoride not responding to what they should be doing, issues of rent increases that they feel are inaccurate, issues with anything that any of the city services provides. I'm supposed to be their sort of ombudsman and help them navigate through whatever their issues are.
How many of those calls actually come from people in my community?
How many people from where?
From my community, people that look like me, people, the younger generation,
Well,
or
For
you know.
my community is like 80% Black and Latino.
Okay.
So they are all people that I represent that are placing these calls.
Awesome.
And they're from me. So representative of that, it's all my people. All my people. And I have a staff, which of course is responsible for manning the phones and taking the emails and responding to those issues. So I have a staff in my district of 4 people. And then I have a staff at City Hall where I have an office. And there are 2 people there. One is my scheduler and one is my legislative director.
But on Inez, is the younger generation really taking advantage of city council? Like, I'm 40 something years old, and I'm pretty sure that the people who call you are either my age or older or in their 30s or very gentrified. What about the people in like the younger community? Do they take advantage of the city council?
Not generally. I would say the average age of people calling my office for assistance is 45 and up. And it may be that those that are younger aren't really as familiar with the office, or perhaps aren't even as familiar with the fact that, listen, there's somebody who's going to help you when you have a problem. Ask for help. But they may not understand that this is one of the ways that they can ask for help. They can also ask for help from the community board. There are 51 community boards also, although their lines don't directly conform with the council lines, but there are 51 community boards. And you can also call the public advocate's office for any of those issues.
Now,
So there are 3 direct places that you can go for help.
You know, it's interesting. I called you today.
Mm-hmm.
And you picked up the number. I haven't spoken to you on your phone in some time. You didn't have my number locked in, and you picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you pick up numbers that you don't know? And your answer was what?
I am the elected official, and I do have a separate city council line for official business, but there are many of the people who have this number, my personal number, so they may be calling me and they may have an issue, and I may not have had their number locked in. So, of course, I always have the ability to hang up, click, but I answer my phone. I want to see what it is, and it may not be something that I personally have to do, but I can always give them my office number and say, listen, I want you to call and ask for Miss Fisher, ask for Mr. Clay, ask for Mr. Verdry, ask for whomever, so that I do answer my phone, yes. But if you don't have my number already, I'm going to give you my city council number.
Have you ever had to block somebody?
No.
No?
No. I haven't had that problem or that issue. No. Mm-mm. Thankfully. Thank God.
Now, one of the things that I know about elections, right, is that most people go in hard for your presidents. We talk about voting for the president. We even go hard for voting for mayor. I'm not sure how hard we go for governor. I'm serious. But I know that we talk about mayor and president Very hard.
Yeah.
This election, there are all of these different offices up for election. I don't know what they are or what they do.